Okay, so I saw this post that said, Queen fans, what are your top three favorite albums by Queen? And here's gonna be mine. So, first up, obviously, you have to mention the classic, A Night at the Opera. Yes, it's a basic pick, but I think it's probably their best albums, very evenly rounded. Death on Two Legs is exceptional. I'm in Love with My Car is great. This has You're My Best Friend, which is one of the songs I always loved. And then whenever I found out it was by Queen, I was like just mind blown. Shout out to John Deacon for writing that. Bohemian Rhapsody is obviously on this album. 39 is on this album. I mean, just hit after hit after hit. I feel like this really showcases what Queen does best with the classic rock and even their, pop side as well. And so if you were going to get into Queen, I would highly recommend this album to you. I think it's very consistent. It's a really solid album and just very enjoyable to listen to. Next up, I also have A Day at the Races, and I just always love this album. Really enjoyable listen. Tie Your Mother Down is such a great opening track. I love the guitar riff on there and just everything that was done. I'm pretty sure Brian May wrote that one, so shout out to him. You have A Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy, which is one of my favorites. And then Somebody to Love is obviously a classic. So, I mean, there's just a lot to like about this album. I don't really have a clear cut number three, so I'm gonna pick between two of them. First one, Made in Heaven. So this is their last album released after Freddie unfortunately passed away. And so, there are some of the songs from the solo album that kind of reworked them and, made them fit the kind of Queen style, which I really like. Born to Love You, for example, was really interesting to listen to. And then, they have some great original cuts on here. Mother Love is just devastating to listen to. And, I think he did it shortly before he passed away, and he was just so sick. He's like, I'll come back and finish it. And then he passed away before he was able to finish it. And then Brian May had to go finish it. Very heart wrenching song. Overall, a great vocal on there. I just really appreciate this album, and I think that it was a good posthumous album because I feel like a lot of them aren't well done, but I appreciated what they did. You could tell that there was a lot of care put into this album overall, so I really did enjoy this one. And then the other one, kind of tying for number three, A Kind of Magic. This one kind of underrated, I fear. Like, I don't really see people talking that much about this album, and so I really enjoy it. One Vision was iconic. I really liked the video for it. A Kind of Magic, I thought was a really great song. Friends Will Be Friends is one of my favorite Queen songs of all time. I really love the melody. I love the little guitar solo. I love the vocal on here as well. So I think that this is a pretty good album. So that's going to be my tie for number three. But to all the Queen fans, definitely let me know down below in the comments, like, what are your top three Queen albums and why? And, there was a couple things that I could have picked from, but those are the ones that I'm ultimately going to share. Also, share your favorite songs. Do you agree with my picks? Do you disagree with me? Let's continue that conversation.